Sorry. You?
I did not say you yeed you. I said
Uh,
your phone fell so hard that it stopped the recording.
that
I was
killed
just
everybody.
I was just sitting here like Lucas fucking died, and then your screen like it cut you out. And I was like, what happened? Like that's going on the YouTube as just like a
A blooper.
blooper behind the scenes stuff. All of our Mayor McCheese fucking raw commentary.
Oh shit, yeah. YouTube's a lot wilder. That's where our off the cuff, uncouth comments come from.
One never made it out there, so you're good.
Thank God.
It's
They
it
never will
will
know the
it
N
for
word.
it will forever stay on my computer.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, what are we doing? What are we doing
Uh,
here?
I'll just be Grimace working at McDonald's, and you'll be the Hamburglar, and we'll just
Okay.
do our thing.
Yeah. All right, I'm ready.
Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3, play.
We should start over. I forgot to clap.
I was thinking that was gonna be it. We're gonna scrap that one. I was like, wow, that was really late and quiet.
I forgot to clap.
Oh man, the YouTube video's fire. Like
Yeah, we're starting off
we've got
slow
5 minutes of just random shit now.
behind the scenes. Thanks for sticking with us, folks.
Okay. Are you ready now? 1, 2, 3, play.
Since you've been gone, I can't breathe for the first time. So moving on.
Yeah.
Thanks to you.
Now I get
Well, you
what
what
I
I want.
want.
And I want a McDonald's burger. That's why I signed up to work here. Hello, I'm Grimace.
Hi, Grimace. This is the Hamburglar here.
You're on our do not serve list.
I
Big
want
letters.
hamburgers now.
Leave the police.
Ah,
This man's
don't call
an
the
immigrant.
police.
ICE.
Oh,
Arrest this man.
I don't want a hamburger. I just want a milkshake.
He's like, why are you taking me away? I'm from Grimace Island. That's a U.S. territory.
Get him, cops. Get him.
No, just because I'm black?
And then I fucking steal all the hamburgers while Grimace gets arrested.
Grimace gets deported.
He gets deported for racial profiling from the McDonald land cops.
It's McDonald's has always been a reflection of our own society.
And then as you get carried away, Hamburglar sings "Since You've Been Gone." Since you've been gone, you had your chance, you blew it.
Did you like where I started that off?
I didn't know what the fuck we were doing, but I thought I should join in.
I'm glad we got there.
I'm glad we got there. That's as much as we can hope for. Hi, Lucas. How you doing?
Hello, Brandon.
What up?
Yeah,
what up, folks?
We often do start with "Since You've Been Gone."
Do your birdie impression. Tell the folks at home hi.
Oh, I'm Birdie. Hello, folks at home.
I'm Birdie.
Birdie's got some sass to her.
She always does.
These are some characters we've come to grow and love. We've come to grow them.
As much as we grew them in our wombs. We love them as much as Bobby Ray.
That's tough to beat. I don't think so.
It really is.
Bobby Ray's probably one, and all these gang of McDonald's crew is probably 2 through 7.
And then Puppy Sasson.
Yeah.
And then Rosanna and her titties.
Yeah, she got with Franklin.
Oh, Franklin bagged a baddie.
Franklin, yeah, heavy in this episode.
Franklin Berry. Seth the other like a week or two ago messaged me. He's like, after he was kind of like over his like initial super sadness as he's watching all these romance movies, he's like, Brandon, I need your help. And I was like, yeah, whatever, I can help you, man. He's like, I need a baddie in my life. So my new goal is to get Seth a baddie. I was like, Ooh. How bad we talking and how soon? He's like, 10 out of 10 bad ASAP.
That's a tall task. What's his area of radius? Is it Billings only? Does it extend out to the neighboring states at all, into Canada? What's his baddie radius?
I don't know. I've been trying to find like an online wife for him, like an Asian wife that's looking to get her
visa.
Her visa.
Oh, those usually work out.
Yeah, they do. They're cemented in a lot of found families. Trust in each other, yeah, and family. So that's what we might start with for Seth's baddie quest. But this is the good, the bad, and the movies. This is TV talk.
What up?
This is baddie talk.
We could do a special spin-off called Seth Finds Love.
Ooh, that would be good. Scrap solitary. We're doing Seth Finds Love.
Make our own show.
Wouldn't be bad.
Apply on Anchor if you want to date Seth, I guess.
Oh my God. How are they applying? Send us a voice message if you want to date Seth.
Best recipe gets to date Seth.
Best recipe date
Because I'm starving. Makes me want to go to McDonald's.
You should eat some McDonald's, yeah. I watched this episode 20 minutes ago, and I watched it with Marina. We went to go get dinner after I got off work, and I was like, hey, when I get home, I'm recording with Lucas. You want to watch this stupid show with me, or you want me to watch it? My mom's like, I don't care, so we turned it on.
Did you eat McDonald's?
No, we got Mooyah.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
It's like kind of like a Five Guys.
Okay, like a Four Guys.
Similar vein. Yes, four B's.
4Bs.
4Bs. 4Bs nuts.
Hey.
No, but we started watching it, and the first thing Marina told me is, Ronald kind of thick.
He's wearing some thick pants, yeah.
She's like, you see those hips? And I was like, Ronald's a baddie. We just gotta find Ronald for Seth.
Ronald and Seth, they're comparable figures, I think.
I think so.
Tall, goofy.
He's the Ronald, you're the Grimace, I'm the Hamburglar.
Yeah. That's how it's always been.
And it always
will be. Need all three for a podcast.
Which one's Devin?
Devin is Sunday.
Devin Sunday. Hi, Jinjo.
Or Birdie.
No, he's probably Sunday.
No Sunday in the intro again.
No Sunday. You want to talk about this episode or what?
Let's get into it.
Wacky Adventures of Ronald McDonald, episode 5. I don't have notes here. I didn't take notes. I was eating.
Me neither.
While I watched
Have time, will travel.
Exactly. Well, I always have notes is the thing, so I feel naked.
First solo?
I feel naked.
Oh, yeah. Wow. We're going to have to supplement it with lots of bits then.
It's my first time without protection, yeah.
Okay, you're loosening the reins up.
I am, yeah. We'll see what happens.
Raw dog.
We are raw dogging it like Sunday here. Have time, will travel. Opens up. Ba, 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 ba. Everybody. Ba, 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 ba.
McDonald's.
Hey, everybody. Have you heard the news? It's time to put on your adventure shoes.
He can carry a tune.
Lots of prizes. Wacky surprises. Yeah.
He seems like someone you'd let take care of your kids, I think. This live action Ronald McDonald. He seems very trustworthy, very responsible.
I would not trust my kids with live action Sunday. Ever.
Well, they killed him off. He doesn't exist anymore.
The parents did because they didn't trust him.
Yeah. Precisely.
Well, it opens up in live action world. Ronald is just throwing out time-based puns.
Okay.
He's like, we're running out of time. I don't have enough time in the day. He's hanging from like clocks.
He's hanging from clocks.
Juggling clocks.
Yeah, there's a lot of MC Escher stuff going on.
One of his alarms went off, and he's like, "Oh, it's time to tuck in Grimace for bed." Does he tuck in Grimace every night?
Of course, it's his child.
Oh, it's his. I didn't know Grimace was his son.
I think so.
So you're Seth's son.
Adopted son. Yeah.
Oh. Is Ginger like on your neck right now?
No, he's on the back of the couch.
Oh, okay. I thought he was like right here. Mad chilling. But yeah, throwing out all these puns, and you get the same thing again where it's like, time to power up the machine or whatever. So he runs, he's like, let's check out these wacky adventures we went on where we traveled in time. So we enter animated world.
Yeah, we don't get the slide in again. A mishap, I think, in the creative direction.
I do too. But
I miss it.
Oh, you do. You loathe for it.
No.
Hmm.
That's not the right word.
You dream of it. I have nightmares.
I lust after it.
You lust.
Yeah. They want to go on an adventure. Everyone has ideas. Birdie wants to. What does she want to do? She wants to be a fair maiden at a Renaissance fair. And Grimace wants to fucking ride a horse because his fat ass can't ride a horse in this world.
That's all he wanted to do was ride a horse. And they're like, well, let's go get Franklin and we'll do it. And they go to Franklin. He has to
you missed the best one because the hamburger wants to go disco because he's like, I can really dance. I can cut a rug up. And I'm like, when have you ever been a disco guy?
You've never been a disco guy.
He hates like, his shit.
They're like, okay, whatever. So we're going to go get Franklin to join us on adventures. They show up to his place. He's got to clean up his whole father's laboratory.
Yeah, and it's trash from head to toe. Franklin's not going to be able to go. He has to clean everything.
And Hamburger's like, well, we'll see you later, Franklin. We're going to go on adventure. And Ronald's like, we should clean. He's like, with him? And so they clean. And you cue a song.
Another song. First song, I guess.
If you watch the YouTube video with the excerpts before you died, Lucas, you'll get the song. I can't remember what I was singing. Cleaning up the lab. Cleaning up the lab.
Yeah, they're cleaning up a lab song.
Did you see this time? Did you see this time that they used the same like animation sequences 4 times?
Yeah. They're like a minute and a half long. They're not like little excerpts. They're like 2 minutes long.
They're not a 15-second transition song. They are a full song.
It's stupid.
They are one full Shawn Mendes piece.
Yeah. Well, after they clean up most of the lab, I hate Shawn Mendes. They have, they find this machine, a mysterious machine in the back of the science room.
Yeah. I think it was Sunday's tail hit a little lever and it opened it up. And like, what is this? And Franklin's like, oh, that's just my dad's time traveling machine.
Yeah, everyone's got one.
He's so kind. Oh, that's just Pops. That's just Pops time traveling machine.
They go in. It's the 4th version. It doesn't have all the bugs worked out of it. And then this little stupid bug pops out, like a literal like beetle. He's like, that's not very nice, or some stupid shit.
Yeah, he was a little roly poly. That's not very nice. So he leaves out of there, and they're like, he's like, we should get back to cleaning, and somebody hits a button. Who hit it? Was it Grimace?
I mean, it could have been any of them. They get back in there because they're like, yeah, we're done cleaning. There's a fucking time machine here. They want to all go to the future, don't they? Because they want to
go to the future.
Harebrained idea. If we go to the future, all the cleaning will already be done or something like that.
They want to go 2 hours into the future so that they can hang out and do other adventures. But they accidentally hit a button and go into the past.
Into the past.
Little Space Odyssey kind of Star Wars hyperspace visuals, sending them back to the past. They end up in the most prehistoric era possible. They're with dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs and cavemen, which I liked how the hamburger pointed out. He's like, dinosaurs and people never lived together. But he's basically just like, shut up, hamburger.
No, he was right.
He was right.
And they're like chilling there, and they're all like, oh my god, there's like a T-Rex, we should get away. And Hamburger's like, I don't have to worry about this. And the T-Rex is literally like right there, so they run away. And they're like hiding behind this little tree, and Ronald's like, guys, let's hide over here. And they take like 6 steps over behind a rock instead. I was like, how the hell is that going to help them?
Just a useless 10 seconds we wasted in this movie.
Hey guys, it reminded me of like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers when they would just do their acrobatics to get to one.
Yeah, they can never
Or
just walk from point A to point B.
everybody got to a spot, and then Tommy on their rollerblades was like, hey guys, let's chat over there. So they rollerblade away, yeah.
Somebody cartwheels, yeah.
But I think Grimace is hiding in a cave, and they're like, guys, let's go to the cave. Hamburger yells, and they're like, we got to go help him. So they go in there, and they find cave people.
Not only are they cave people, they're ancestors of their McDonald-Land selves, which is very weird to look at.
Especially
Ronald.
Yeah.
Yeah, because his ancestor kind of grunts out that he's Renfold McDenfold.
Renfold McDenfold.
And he's got like a huge protruding forehead. He looks like a brute. Yeah, he's like 8 feet tall. He's got Bigfoot type qualities. The rest of them kind of are pretty much the carbon copies of each other. They just grunt. But Renfold McDenfold is like a horror barbarian.
It's so funny because I texted you today. It's like, are we still recording tonight? And you're like, yeah, of course. And you're like, Renfold's a brute. I was like, who the hell is Renfold? And you're like, oh, you haven't watched yet.
Renfold
McDenfold. Oh man, 100% Neanderthal. They were like, let's make this.
We're gonna play this straight.
Yeah. So they sing a song.
Yeah, about how they're not too different after all, even though one's short and one's tall.
Exactly. We're not so different after all. I'm short, I'm tall, I'm large, and I'm small.
They even had a couple of lyrics where it was like, I'm Birdie, and then the Neanderthal one would be like, rah, rah, rah. And I was like, oh Jesus. Because they can't speak, like you just said.
Yeah, I think it happened. I think it happened with one of them, like with a Hamburglar or something. He's like, I'm Hamburger.
That was kind of funny.
It's so funny because all of them grunt except for Renfold, who only grunts and says his name.
You could say Renfold McDenfold pretty good.
But they're all hiding in this cave, and the T-Rex starts to peek his way into the cave.
He ate the time machine. We said that, right?
Oh no, we didn't.
Yeah,
why did he eat the time machine?
Just to mess with them, just so Franklin could be like, I'm so grounded for that.
He like smells the machine. He's like, that smells good. Eats it right up.
Chompers.
He doesn't even chew it. He just swallows it. But yeah, they're all hiding in the cave. And the T-Rex peeks his head in there. He wants Hamburglar's burgers, so he eats them all. And Ronald's like, I've got an idea. How many hamburgers do you have left? He's like, 1. I was going to save this for later. And they're like, you know what? No, I've got an idea. And I looked away for like 2 seconds, and I looked back. The burger's fucking huge.
Yeah, he got a pump out and inflated the burger, of course.
Yeah, a bike tire pump. Blew it up real big. And then they all lay like ass up in the burger.
Yeah, and then they get sort of shuffled out of the cave, and the dinosaur eats them.
Renfold McDenfold and Neanderthal crew immediately know, we have to push the burger out into the open.
I think Renfold was crying when he said goodbye because they were waving goodbye. And they're like, goodbye, Renfold, and he's crying as he waved goodbye.
One thing that I was laughing at in the cave as well was they're like, we're not so different. Like everybody's like, I like burgers, all this stuff. And Franklin's like, I like science. And Franklin's like, and he just has like squiggles on the wall.
3 lines on the wall written. That was cave science.
Franklin had H2O written on there. It was just 3 blue lines on the wall for Franklin.
He's the Isaac Newton of cave people.
I mean, he is. So, but yeah, they all get in this burger ass up, close the bun on it, they push it out, and the T-Rex eats it.
As it does.
And as he does. Deep throats that, swallows it, and they're all just chilling in the stomach, and they're like, oh, there's the time machine. Let's go.
They go off to the next adventure.
They're like, we got to get home. They spin the dial. They push a button. They're like, this has got to work. And they end up in the Dark Ages.
They do. It's so funny every time they get in there, too, because they're just like, because they're all children. They're all like 3-year-olds. So one of the characters is like, what's this button do? And smashes it. And Ronald's like, no, god damn it. And
Ronald's like, no, that's the vat of goo button.
Yeah, that's been like 70% of the plot drivers for the series so far, is the characters pushing random buttons.
The vat of goo button.
That was ridiculous. Right next to the detonation button.
They push it. I detonate and then I put myself in goo. They end up in the Dark Ages and Birdie is hyped.
Yeah, because this is where she wanted to be. She wanted to be a fair maiden.
And so they're like, oh, what are we gonna do? They see some knights riding horses coming up on them. So they're like, we gotta hide. And Ronald's like, here, take this rock. And he passes it down. He's like, what is that?
Oh yeah, I thought he was gonna hit them. They just build a little castle wall really quickly.
So fast.
And
they're all hiding behind there.
And then Birdie gets all horny and decides she wants to really be a maiden. So she hops up on the wall. She's like, oh, knights, come take me.
Oh, I am the princess. I need to be rescued. Knight fucking snatches her right up.
Yeah, Ronald's like, you probably don't want to do that.
Ronald also lifted the stone wall from the bottom to like peek under. He was like, let's see if they're gone. Lifted the whole. Yeah, he is a god. I am a god. But yeah, she's walking on the wall, flaunting it, just grabs her. They put her in just a fucking satchel. Picked her up by her hair and put her in a satchel and rode off on horses. Like, well, we got to say Birdie.
Birdie's going to be entertainment / maybe food for the prince up in the castle.
And yeah, exactly. And so they got to go rescue him. Ronald does the same thing he did in the last two. He whistled and horses just came.
Appear. Pretty cool.
Marita was like, how did the horses know to come? I was like, oh, you haven't seen I Am Hungry. How did that man?
Did you show her I Am Hungry?
I haven't yet. I'm going to.
I don't know if you should.
How did the horses know to come? I was like, there are way many more questions you should be asking about whistling and characters coming. Because who the fuck was I Am Hungry?
He's sort of some space demon.
I'll never forget that man. That will live in my brain forever.
Sure, totally. He'll be one of my images before I die. That's flashed over my head. When it's my life.
Memories of your life. They all ride off on horses, except for Grimace.
He's too fat? Is that the joke?
He also got the pony. Grimace is too fat, but he also got the pony. The horse is literally crawling. He's like, that poor horsey.
Well, Grimace really just wanted to ride a horse anyways.
Yeah. And he did for like 4 feet, and then the horse rode him.
Collapsed. Pretty funny.
Yeah, it was. So, Birdie's about to be cooked into a bird pie.
Yeah, because she didn't do very well singing, because Birdie has a terrible voice.
She's like, I'm a songbird, I can perform. And they're like, I knew immediately. I knew immediately. I was like, she's got a terrible voice. Like,
we've heard her talk. The king or the prince, the king, he's like a 12-year-old boy, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? King Connor or some stupid shit?
King Murray.
Yeah, even worse.
King Murray, because you got to get the jury or something. Because there's a song of her
because he's the judge and the jury. That's all of them, I think, right?
There's 4 songs. Yeah, one is right before this when she's about to be cooked and she's escaping the cook trying to get her. And it's like, I don't want to be cooked in a pie or whatever.
Yeah, it didn't really need to be sung, Birdie.
It's pretty obvious that you don't want to be made into a pie. But yeah, so she's trying to perform for the king and it's bad. So he sends her into some dungeon to die, basically. And Ronald and crew are like, we got to save her. So Hamburglar's going to sneak through the dungeon while we entertain. And they sing him actually a pretty good song.
It's a ridiculous topic for a song. It's about how hard it is to be king. Right? Is that King Murray has it really hard?
His life as a king is so hard because he's got to make choices and make decisions. He got to make choices, but people won't hear his voices. Everyone stand up for King Murray because he is our judge and our jury.
Stupid.
It was probably the best song we've heard to this point.
I don't know about that. We had a good one, episode 2, I felt like.
And Grimace Island?
One. Maybe not Grimace Island. Maybe episode 3. There are a lot of these
Hoogly
things.
boogly, hip hop woo.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like that. The king is laughing so hard at this whole song, everything. He's really enjoying his time. When somebody bumps into him or like Sunday might have grabbed his robe or something, pulled it off. This man was like naked under there.
Under his king robe?
Yeah.
I missed that plot point. That's pretty stupid and weird.
You didn't see him wearing the tidy whities?
No.
Yeah, it was a whole thing. Like, one of the knights is like, don't you laugh at King Murray and his tidy whities.
Is that why they get sent to the dungeon too?
Yeah, because Grimace thought it was the funniest thing. He was like, oh, he's in his underpants. Grimace.
My king.
So, yeah, they get sent to the dungeon. They're down there with Birdie. Hamburglar got caught. He's down there. And they're like, we got to find a way out.
Mm-hmm.
This was the craziest superpower of all time.
What happened? Explain for the people.
So, they're all in this dungeon that the only way to get out is like a trapdoor on the ceiling. Yeah. And they're like, we got to get to the time machine. So Ronald's like, magic shoe activate. And what he did was he put his foot against the wall, and the wall became the floor.
Oh,
like the world turned 90 degrees so that the trapdoor that was on the ceiling
That's what happened.
was like
I didn't realize
a door
that.
on the side. Yeah.
Fuck.
The whole room turned 90 degrees.
Inception
Did the world
style?
turn 90 degrees?
And they walked through that angle?
Yeah, they walked because then the wall is technically flat, and they just walked right to the trap door, which would just be like a normal door then.
What the fuck?
And they make it out. They're like, all right, we got to get out of here.
See ya.
Everyone's on our tail, so they're in there, and they see the knights riding on horseback coming. Like, we got to pick something. Go, go, go. So they hit a button, and it sends them to the wild, wild west.
Our most useless adventure, I think.
They did nothing here.
No, and they were just chased the second they got out.
Because they got out, and they immediately see a wanted poster.
That says, like, what's his name? Henry Ham Burglar?
Yep.
That kind of looks like my great-grandfather, Henry Hamburglar.
It was his great-great-grandfather.
Great-grandfather. Yeah, and he's a known ham burglar in this town. And in the Wild West, that's punishable by death.
You steal someone's burger, you know,
they
had to slaughter their own cow for that. So, yeah, they go into like a saloon. They're like dancing to try and get away from everybody trying to get them.
Of course.
And they do, and they get right back on the time machine. Like, that was it.
Mm-hmm.
I was really hoping for a Hamburglar and great-great-grandfather, like, face-to-face moment.
Yeah, talk about mortality.
Well,
their grandfather, maybe. What he missed in life. Life lessons you can part on.
How hot their great-great-grandmother was.
Yeah.
Or, you know, just... I think that was a missed opportunity to talk about how they got into hamburglaring and all that good stuff. But
genetics.
Genetics, yeah, they can talk about genetics. They get into the time machine, and Ronald's like, I know, we've been pushing the wrong buttons. We got to go back to McDonald-Land. So he pulls a patch off his chest and sticks it on the button.
And then hits that button. So now that's, of course, they're going to go to McDonald-Land, which they do.
They do.
Except it's McDonald-Land 1970s, bitches.
It's disco era for the Hamburglar.
He gets his wish after all. And this is a wild section. Because they meet a McDonald's favorite. It's Mayor McCheese.
Yeah.
He's presiding here over McDonald-Land, and he's boogieing hard.
Everybody's got... I like when everybody stepped out of the time machine, they all, like, checked out their outfits, too. They were like, damn.
Damn, they looking fresh.
Went to
Their
dance.
outfits change with the time, which is cool.
Mayor McCheese looked at Ronald. He was like, "Your hair looks different."
Because he has an afro style now.
Yeah, but they meet Mayor McCheese and whatnot.
No, Mayor McCheese teaches him how to do the hustle.
He does
in the 1970s.
But it wasn't to do the hustle.
No, it's just McDonald's disco music.
No, it was an actual song.
Oh, it was the safety dance.
Yeah.
Essentially. Do 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 do. Yeah.
It's a safety dance.
You can grill if you want to. You can leave those fries behind. That's it.
And if you don't like McDonald's, then you are no friend of mine.
There you go.
I was trying to come up with something. What did I remember once? It was when I graduated and we were driving around in Missoula. We were talking about songs
Nice.
that had like hidden meanings. Like Jack and Diane was like adultery, like having sex before you get married and then breaking up as like teenagers. What was the other song we talked about that was like about AIDS?
Safety dance is about AIDS.
That's okay. That's what I thought. I thought we were
Yeah.
talking about safety dance.
Yeah, because lots of gay men in the 80s were dying from AIDS unexpectedly. Yeah.
And it was like we're gonna do this if we want to anyway. Like it's not a sin that we're gay men or whatever. I thought it was safety dance, but I wanted to confirm.
Hardcore about AIDS. Hardcore.
So that's what safety dance is about.
Yeah. Glad they fit it into a wacky world. Halftime will travel.
Is the gay AIDS epidemic of the 70s.
Progressive.
It all fits in the time frame.
It does.
So they meet Mayor McCheese. They're like, all right, we do got to boogie out of here, though. So they go back into the time machine, and they're like, what is wrong? Like, how are we going to code this computer? And Ronald's like, oh, my button was askew. So he turns the M...
Turns it like 90 degrees.
Right side up and pushes it again, and they're back in the lab.
They did it.
But the lab's trashed again.
Yep, so they still have to, and there's like 5 minutes left. They still have to get cleaning.
Cleaning up the lab, cleaning up the lab. This song comes back. Lag. They use the same
song?
Yep, same song, same animations scenes. Again.
Yeah, except this time there's like 30 seconds left. Ronald realizes they're not going to make it. And because they like shown the effort in trying to get it clean, he's like, all right, we'll get it clean. And he just uses his magic breath to blow everything back into place.
Is that what happened? I looked away for a second. He used his breath?
Yeah, he blew all the trash off the floor, and then everything continued to clean itself. His magic breath and his magic shoe.
Ronald literally is just trying to teach these children a lesson. But sometimes, dude, put in a little more of your work, because you're helping everybody out here with your magic, my guy.
That's what I'm saying. He's really not teaching them a whole lot.
No. He's teaching them how
his
to mop.
Benevolence. His Jesus-like figure is becoming a sin on the world.
Ooh.
Which reminds me, remember when they were in...
How does this remind you of anything?
Well, remember when they were in the Middle Ages and they were like all stuck talking like Shakespeare?
Oh, yeah. Grimace?
Grimace said, perchance me things. And then Franklin had some really eloquent quote too. They all did. Yeah. What was
Sunday was literally dressed as like the classic Shakespeare picture where he has that like ruffled collar thing around his neck
mustache.
And a big old mustache, and like his hair was kind of twirled and yeah, they were all speaking in Shakespeare lines.
That's what it reminded me of.
Perchance me thinks.
Perchance me thinks. And that's the episode.
How did the Jesus thing remind you of perchance me things?
It was just pretty eloquent talk.
Okay.
Artsy talk.
Yeah, he uses magic. It's all back together. Franklin's dad comes in. He's like, go have fun. I'll clean up this lab. And they're like, wait, we didn't have to clean this lab?
Yeah, he said, it's so clean. As a treat, I'm going to let you guys take a spin in my time machine. And they're like, they just ghost him. They literally leave without saying goodbye.
They walk out. I was wondering, so they did. Grimace got his wish of being on a horse. Hamburger got a
Kind of.
boogie. Kind of.
Birdie got to be a fair maiden.
Birdie got to be a fair maiden. Did anyone wish to go to the Wild Wild West or to see dinosaurs?
No. I don't think so.
I really thought that like one of them was gonna wish for the Renaissance. One of them was gonna wish for a dinosaur thing. One of them was gonna, and so then each time they went somewhere, it was gonna fulfill their wish. But they took out two of them in the Renaissance one. One was so short-lived.
They should have rode a horse in the Wild West.
They should have ridden a horse. They didn't need that in the night one. Yeah, and then you wouldn't have needed the dinosaur one, and you could have expanded on the Wild West era.
Yeah, which would have been more solidly structured. It's weird they had like 4 stops instead of 3.
Yeah, because comedy comes in 3s.
And star systems are bad in 4s, as well as time travel stops.
And yeah, we learned that from Stealth. 4 is not a prime number; it's an unlucky number.
Sure, of course.
But if we didn't have Dinosaur World, we wouldn't have been introduced to the rapist.
To Renfold McDenfold.
You messaged me. You was like, he's definitely a rapist.
He looks so brutish. I don't know how else to put it. No, yeah.
There isn't offensive. Another way. Well, after all this, they ghost the dad, and it's back to live action world. And Ronald was like, "Wow, crazy times, huh? I barely have time to go to bed, but it's time to," or whatever, saying all those things. So he bids us a gadoosh, and
he does.
That's the end of the episode. And we get one more. This is our penultimate episode.
Yeah, it's been a pretty long journey.
It hasn't. Been
3 hours and 20 minutes worth of McDonald's, and now next week is something about the Loch Ness monster.
The monster McDonald land lock.
Wow,
it's definitely
like the most product placement. They have like a McDonald's car. The car is back. He can talk. Remember?
The car is back. Yep.
Yeah.
The talking car. That was only ever in the first one.
No, and they just drove him to the forest for like 20 seconds.
I'm surprised the boat in Grimace Island didn't talk, or the rocket in Visitors from Outer Space didn't talk.
Yeah, we've had talking clouds.
we had I Am Hungry.
Talking cars. We had I Am Hungry, who remains to be one of the craziest things I've ever seen on a screen.
Ever seen.
Most out of left field. Most fucking bullshit Deus Ex Machina ever think of.
You know what I think? So I was looking at the schedule for TGTBTM and ending season 5 with our next bracket and whatnot, an award show. And we're going to get through all of the Christmas movies and then our New Year's episode. And then we'll have one. So that's like a good kind of thing too, as the turn of the new year. Yeah. And I thought for nominating for Worst Animal, I Am Hungry might make it in just as a crossover.
Sure, even as a TV talk. Yeah. He deserves.
He deserves to be in. Or best. No, probably worst. Worst. But so yeah, he bids us skadoosh, and that's the end of the episode. So we'll have to tune in for the Monster McDonald Land Lock. What are you rating this episode?
I think like a 5.8.
Went down just a touch.
Yeah, I think it doesn't hit all the highs of Birthday World. I think it is doing a lot of genre work, which I like out of this stuff. I like the time travel stuff. I would have liked a little more dip into the genre of like some Western, some medieval stuff. That would have been cool.
Yeah, because as far as movies and like media go, Western is a big kind of thing. Medieval's a good
Knights, dinosaurs. We all know that.
But that's why it is. I had thought this had a lot of potential to be the best one. Like it started off really promising and everything, the time travel, the genres and whatnot.
Renfold.
But with Renfold McDenfold, yes. But without expanding on some of the certain areas, it does drop a little bit. I'm gonna give it like a 4.7.
Yeah, I think that's pretty in line with our our views so far.
So
Why, if he's so old, can he say Renfold McDenfold? If he's a caveman, that's not like Groot or anything.
no,
You know,
no,
I am
those are
Zorb. I am Renfold McDenfold.
yeah.
Fold.
It's not like a gerbil, like it's not like
Yeah.
just mumbling. Renfold McDenfold.
Ron Zog, he could have been.
He's clearly an Irish caveman. Duh.
Yeah.
Renfold
My
McDenfold.
favorite kind. Yeah.
The Irish caveman. So that's it for Wacky Adventures. We've had fun.
It's been pretty wacky.
Should we discuss what we want to do after this? Marina said we should do solitary.
A season of solitaire, that'd be interesting. It's wacky. Well, you had another good suggestion too.
It was Heiko Reality Survivor.
Is that your? Yeah, that'd be a good one too. Maybe we can narrow it down to those two, and we'll decide next week.
Sure. Yeah.
I think that's a good final two. Solitary and Heiko Survivor.
That's what it basically sounds like when you watch it.
Yeah, it's more like.
It's for you who don't even know, but we could just be saying Renfold McDenfold the whole time in Heiko Reality.
I think you were. He's a
that
real
would
champion.
That would be crazy.
That'd be crazy.
A real champion there saying Renfold. You know who's going to be a champion? Victor Wembanyama. That guy's going to be a problem.
He's going to end the world.
For all of our NBA G League followers that are listeners of TV Talk, watch out for Victor Wembanyama. This guy's going to be a problem.
Wemby will eat us all.
He's 7. He grew even more. He's 7'4". He's like 19.
8-foot wingspan.
8-foot. He could shoot for days.
He can fly.
This man's good. Oh, he's a problem. All right. And this is basketball talk.
And subscribe to our YouTube and hit us up on our Discord. And you can message our friend Seth and message him like encouraging things.
Yeah, definitely message him encouraging things. Send us voice messages on Anchor to 1, send us recipes, 2, enter for our Spooktober giveaway, and 3, to say if you are a baddie and want to date Seth.
Oh yeah, we got to be on the switchboards this week for the Anchor.
We have had some submissions for the giveaway.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
We'll have to think of something to give away. What were you going to say last time? Your DVD collection?
Yes, we're not giving away my DVD collection. There's like 300 of them.
All right, well, we'll think of something else then.
We're giving out a TGTBTM merch.
Nice. Some DVDs.
No, not DVDs. There's too many. Alrighty. That is everything.
That's housekeeping. That's good douche.
Good douche.
Love you guys.
Love you.
I love you guys.
I love you so much. Are you still recording?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. I'm glad. I love you guys.
Guys, I love you.
Let me be out of here now. What a crazy ending.
I knew you were gonna hit me with that at the end.
With the "Let me be a hero."
Yeah.
Let me be a hero.
My mom really likes Julio Iglesias.
Who is Julio Iglesias?
His dad.
Oh, my mom loves Enrique Iglesias.
Age gap.
Lucas, I bought some 5-inch inseam shorts from Fabletics.
Are those short shorts?
Yeah, I'm ready to show off my dong.
Little baby shorts?
Yep.
Hold on, let me get to my file upload here.
Have time. Will travel.
Are they chubbies?
They're from Fabletics. I bought a 5-inch
chubby
pair,
style.
5-inch inseam, and a 7-inch inseam. I don't know what a chubby style is.
Just like super short, kind of like beach short looking style.
Yeah. 5-inch.
Nice.
They go up like halfway down my thighs. They show off a lot of meaty thigh.
Is that what you want to do?
I don't know. It's just the new style, so I figured I'd get a pair and just see what it's like.
Is it?
Yeah. Short shorts are in. Girls want to see men's thighs.
My thighs?
Sure.
I don't think they want to see my thighs.
I'm gonna message in the group.
The Dynasty group?
No, not the Dynasty group. Don't you think Lucas would look great in some 5-inch inseam shorts?
My penis is longer than 5 inches.
The shorts don't start at where your penis starts.
Then it's out. It's already out then.
No, they go
It's
down.
hanging out the leg.
It go down probably like 9 inches total.
That's not enough.
This is you soft?
Yeah.
9-inch soft?
Yeah. You know it. See, Alex said no. She hates my legs. It's a bold choice by you, Brandon. But I respect it. Are you gonna wear them to the pharmacy?
No, I can't wear it to the pharmacy.
Even on shorts day?
We don't have shorts day.
Since when?
Since forever?
Since last week?
No, since like forever. Like we don't have shorts day. It's just not what we do.
That's just my place?
That's just your pharmacy, yeah.
My pharmacy? Nice. I like my pharmacy.
Where do you go?
Walgreens. Shorts day.
Walgreens is ass.
What about CVS?
CVS is the worst.
What about 1-800-PHARMACY?
I don't know if that's actually a thing.
Prescription RX or whatever.
Prescription RX?
I don't know. There's an app you can get pills from. What's Mark Cuban's company?
I don't know what his is. My RX?
Buys them cheap or something?
Yeah, he does. But My RX?
That sounds about right. My RX.
Mercs.
King Murray.
King Murray. What a fucking man.
I didn't see his tidy whities.
Go back. You watch that, I'll show Marina I am hungry.
Okay.
She'll have nightmares for days.
Handshake. All right, pimp.
All right, playa.
I'll be peacing out on these hoes.
Peace them out. See you on Sunday.
Bye, gang. Kadoosh.